We're here again at the UCT complex with the 2015 Racketlon, the biggest Racketlon for this year that's ever been played in South Africa. And even Shane Overmeyer, he's the 8 times SA table tennis champ, phenomenal achievement. We also have Dorian James, he's been a twice double Olympian in the badminton. He's also along with us here today.
Another day, another Racketlon tournament. My voice is going, been screaming and supporting the whole crowd here. It's great. Every year it just keeps growing and growing with the amount of competitors, and the guys are getting to know what Racketlon is. I mean, every point counts. You've got to fight for every single point. You can't just, I'm going to give my opponent 1 point, because that one single point could cost you the game in the end. What makes a good Racketlon player? I mean, you could be top of your game in one sport and really suck at the other 3. You really need to have the hang of all 4 sports. Good hand-eye coordination, good timing, and the ability to minimize errors. Fight for every single point. That's what makes a good Racketlon player.
After an exciting morning session with the early rounds, we pick up the action with the men's A section semi-final match between Chris Loans and Luke Stevens. As you can see, Luke's strengths are squash and tennis, whereas Chris is more of an all-rounder. This is going to be interesting.
Just played Luke Stevens, score was 21-13, played very well. He's using a pimple rubber, which is not always easy for us league players, so well done Luke.
Chris was putting all sorts of funny spin on the ball, so just try to get over the net, and I managed to get 13 points, so I was quite chuffed with that. Hope he can make it up in the squash and tennis.
He's a first league squash player, and I've got to see if I can get some points there. All right, badminton it was. Luke Stevens was down in the first half, but came back well. 21-19 to myself is the score. And now we're off to squash, which is his strength, first league. So I hope to get some nicks and some mistakes off Luke.
Just played Chris in the squash leg. I won 21-5. I was trailing by, I think, 10 points before this game, so I won by 16 points, and now I'm 6 points ahead going into the tennis. So I hope I'll seal it there.
In the end, Luke's strength in the tennis made him keep the advantage, and he was the victor by 15 points.
But that was a great match. Just sealed it off with an ace, so I was good. Happy to move on to the final.
In the second semi-final, we saw Steve Brown advancing at the end against Lionel Chantran with a +7 victory, which set the scene for a Luke Stevens-Steve Brown final. Let's see how they stack up against each other. Steve is a much stronger table tennis and tennis player, but his squash is lacking. This is going to be a seesaw battle.
I needed to probably beat him by more points. I won 21-5, but I could be under pressure in the squash. It's unlikely I'm going to get 5, so he's probably going to be ahead. But we'll give it a bash.
Managed to pull through 21-19. It's quite tough, I'm quite tired, but keep pushing on, eh? Thanks.
I didn't think I'd get back like that. I would have been happy to get 14 points. Bit of a miracle, I got back to 20, so to lose by 2, I'm actually quite happy. And we'll see what happens.
Luke clawed his way back into contention after a demolishing win in the squash. But Steve only trails with 5 points going into the strongest discipline, tennis. And there you have it. The winner of the 2015 SA Racketlon Open is Stephen Brown. Alistair Harrison caught up with the players after the game.
Going to go very quickly through the four stage of the game. The table tennis. Can we go back quickly to the table tennis? Who had the upper day and the upper end in the table tennis?
At table tennis, I managed to win 21-5, which was fairly good for me. I think I hung in there, put me ahead. And went to the badminton very close. He won by 2 points. I think it was 23-21.
Were you hoping for a little bit more? Were you happy with that result?
Yeah. Okay. My badminton's not too good. And then the squash, he was way too good for me. I managed to get 2 points.
2 points.
I was very lucky to get 2 points.
Okay. Is that just the edge of the racket thing, or did you actually get the?
No, I hit one good shot, I think.
Okay, fantastic.
And and then it got to the tennis, and he was 5 points ahead, so I had to beat him 21-15 to win it.
Okay. And we know now, obviously, 5 was a bit of a mountain to climb to have with that kind of lead. Looking back on the games that you just played, where do you think that where you need to work on to make the gap a bit closer? Because obviously, you're thinking about next year in the finals again. So.
Yeah, if I'm back next year, obviously I'm going to have to work on a few things. Definitely the tennis.
Okay.
Yeah, that was quite poor. I thought maybe I could get to 16, but
listen,
felt a bit short.
We were watching on the side here.
See that big serve, eh? Yes. No, I'm joking. Definitely on the badminton as well. Yeah, I should have grabbed a few more points there.
Okay.
That is it for another successful Racketlon Open. Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you to all the players and sponsors, because without you, it won't be possible. We look forward to seeing you all in 2016. Till next time, I'm Patrick Kellis, and I will see you on the court soon.